Hi there everybody, I'm Savvy and welcome back to another episode of Tiny Glade. And in the last one, we built this beautiful, beautiful town hall that is not really the center of everything, but it's definitely a good staple of the entire town with everything else that we have here. And I was thinking about it. Because when you have a town hall, I mean, when you have municipal buildings like this, another one that I was thinking of doing was a courthouse. And I was thinking of doing it right behind the town hall, but unfortunately there's not enough space here for that to work. So, the next best thing to do would be to build it next to it, and kind of have a division here with a road and some fences around here. So what I'm going to do is, I need to delete some trees, because these trees are going to be in the way. So let me just go ahead and remove all these trees. At least enough here where I can have enough space to see what I'm doing. And we're going to build a path that's going to go right up through here and connecting right there. So that kind of gives space for like another house right here. And definitely, I was also thinking of building a house, not this video, but building a house that's over here by kind of moving these fences here and everything and putting a small home that's right here in this corner. And then obviously probably a couple houses over here. Just to fill out the neighborhood, because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 5 houses, so we need more than that. And then I also wanted to take a path and have it go right alongside here and just connect up to here. Up to that corner and then up to here too. So we kind of have a idea of the space that we can utilize here for this. Because I do have a couple ideas for it, and this building is going to be quite big. Probably utilize as much space as this. If I use less space, or if I want to use less space, which I most likely will, then we'll do that. I just need to figure out exactly the sizing and everything. So what I'm going to do first is put down a square foundation here, and I'm going to use the smallest version of it. And I'm going to set it back somewhat, because I might want to put some flowers and stuff in front. And I'll set it right here. And I'm going to bring it back like so. And this isn't going to be that tall. It's going to be right around here. And we're going to flip it this way, where it looks like this. And I'm going to go all the way back to maybe there, because this is going to be the same length. So this is going to be all a flat wall going across here. So then I want to do the same thing here, and I just got to make sure I have enough space in between. Make sure it's facing the same direction. And I'll put it right here. Make sure it's even. Like right there. And then bring it across like so. And then the same thing here. Flip it this way. And just make sure it's the same width. And the height as well would also make a difference too. It's around there, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like this. I think that's the same width. I might want to make it a little bit wider than that. That'd be a good idea. Just slightly wider. And we'll bring this forward slightly. And bring this back slightly. Just like that. Symmetry is very important. Very, very important for this build. Alright, so then I'm going to build another square that's here, and this is going to stretch all the way across. And it's going to go forward. And I'm going to have it go back somewhat as well. And this one's going to be probably 2 floors high. Like around there somewhere. Something like that. Actually, no. Bring it down. Bring it down to 1 floor. And that's going to connect up to there. Like so. And I think I should lift this up so that way the roof meets with it. And the same thing over here, too. Although the space in between this is going to be a little tricky. Unless I make the roof, like, really tall. Like so. Which, that should be fine. That should work. Alright, so then the next thing I wanted to do was add another square right in the middle. And this one's going to be quite big. See, not big enough to where it's going through the walls there. But something like this. And then I'm going to add another tower. I'm going to add a square one. That's on the corner. This is going to have to be moved on the corner. I think a rounded tower might work better. Yeah, I think a rounded tower would do this more. Because I think it's skinnier. It is. It's a lot smaller. Something like this, perhaps. And I'm going to give this more room here. Just so that way it's kind of in the wall like that. I also wanted to add another block that's here. That acts like this. So that way this is more of the front entrance that's there. And then I could add more of these towers here in the corner. Lower them and then lift them up accordingly. Like so. I do want to lift this up too and just make this pretty tall. Yeah, something like that. And then the back will be the same thing too. We have a tower in each of the 4 corners of the tower here. And then lift it up to the top like that. That looks really... I like that. That looks really good. I think that looks pretty fantastic. And then for... actually, for the roof here, I may want to lift it up somewhat. Make it really tall. Because also, I was thinking of putting maybe a circular tower on these sides too, to kind of put together these corners, so that way there's not like a gap in between, which I think would look better in the long run. There we go. That's perfect. Almost perfect, actually. If I make this a little bit bigger, like that, and then same thing here. There we go. Oh, that looks so good, guys. That looks so fantastic. I love it. And then I think over here, I don't know if anything like around, nah. Kind of fill this corner in with something, potentially. Oh, I might have an idea. So if I put this diagonally, yeah, we'll put a roof there. I'll put it inside, like this. Move it back like so. This is a little tricky to do, honestly. Something like this, maybe? Kind of just help the corner out a little bit, and then I could do the same thing on this side as well. Just because I don't like how this is converging together. Not a big fan of it, honestly. And this goes out just slightly. Yeah, let me move it like so. Make sure the roof is not poking through this roof here. There we go. This I could bring out all the way. A little finicky here, but that's okay. There you go. Something like that, or it's okay if it pokes through slightly. But there we go. That looks so pretty. I love how that looks. As gorgeous. And then I think back here, I think just like the front, I'll add something like this in the back. Let's see, that goes to the... alright, I see how it goes. It goes a little bit above... Yeah, like somewhere around there. And that sort of extends itself in the towers, the corner towers a little bit. So this could be kind of a back door. And the last thing for the structure is another square. But this is going to go all the way down. And all the way across as well. Just like this. Oh, that is beautiful. That's beautiful. I kind of actually got inspired by Attack on Titan because I've been watching it recently, and the architecture in that game, at least for a lot of the municipal buildings, are very inspirational for me. I love them very much. Alright, so now I want to change the color of these. And it would be nice to make it the same color as the town hall, but I kind of want to go with something a little bit different this time. Maybe more of a gray stone. Yeah, we'll go with more gray. And the roofing situation, I'll figure it out. I'll figure exactly what color I want to do the roof. I mean, the green is nice, don't get me wrong. Green is quite nice. But I am thinking of something else. For the porch here, or the entryway, I think we'll do the same stone as well. Yeah, that looks good. You know, it's like a more modernized castle, if that makes sense. I guess. I don't know. All right, so the roof, we could do, let's see, brown, a brown rooftop. You know what? No, I'm gonna keep it green. Let's just keep it green. I really like the green, but I will change the beams, the support beams here, and I might change them to white? No. A lighter brown? Black? Let's try the lighter brown and see what that looks like. Because that might actually work out pretty well for us. Gotta make sure that all these have the light brown. Otherwise, at the end of where I showcase the whole thing in first person mode, I'm gonna forget something and be like, oh, oops. Oops-a-daisy. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Alright, so the pathway to get up, or the staircase, if you will, just pretty simple. You know, and I think this whole thing will just be the staircase. Yeah. We'll do the whole thing here. Just like that. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Alright, so let's get the windows and doors in now. And I want to use these. Probably the same, yeah, the same windows as the town hall. This could be 2, big door in the middle. And obviously, probably a big window at the top here. And then probably some smaller windows here. And there's going to be doors on the sides, too. A door there, and a door there. I'll probably make them medium-sized doors. I think I'll do that. Perfect. And then, obviously, these will have windows on the sides, too. Just like that. And then these windows here, these are going to be large windows. Right in the middle. And I'll even put a window on top like this, but a single window. Can make sure that that's even with it. Perfect. Just like that. And we'll even I'll put a window on these sides too. There we go. And clearly, I was going to put a big window right here. Right in the middle, because how could I not? I think I'll do that for all sides as well. Just try to make sure they're even with each other. At least the base of the window is the same height. Which might need some adjustment here. There we go. That's good. That looks really good. Alright, for the towers themselves, I'm not going to put any windows on those. I think they're fine the way they are. Now for the sides here, I think I'll put a window... Maybe not every space. But But I put 2 medium windows and then 1 big window in the middle, like so. And I'll do the same thing on this side. There we go, just like that. That's gorgeous. Alright, then back here, which I should have added another porch back here. Which I'll go ahead and do that now, and I'll put this in the middle. So you can go out that far. Let's go to... about there, maybe? Yeah. Then to here. There you go, that looks good. Looks pretty darn good. Alright, then we'll put another big door here. Like so. With a wreath on the top. And another big window above the door here. And I actually want to put doors going out from these sides. No windows, but just doors there. But I do want to put some windows that are right here. Just like that. No windows. I'm not gonna put windows there. That looks so cool. I love that. Alright, so the pathway through here, I was thinking, we can close this up. So I'm gonna put a pathway going through this way, all the way converging here. That looks really good. And then I do like all these bushes here. I do, but I might want to change this into like a garden. Kind of like how this is turned into a garden here. I want to do the same thing. So I'm going to take a regular wall, and I'm just going to outline as best as I can the grass here until I connect up to the porch. And then this is going to go down just like so, because it acts kind of like a flower bed. That's pretty much what's happening here. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this side, where I start in the wall, and then I just build an outline going all the way. Well, this time it's going to be a little different on this side, because the way the path curves and then goes to the right. There we go, that's not bad at all. That's pretty good. I can adjust this though. Make it a little bit more flush with the pathway. And then I can do the same thing here. Just like that. Perfect. And then the rest of this, all of this can be turned into flowers. And then I'll go back around with it with big bushes. Big flowery bushes and everything like that. That's so pretty. I will go back around though, and I will also make sure that any rocks that are sticking out of the flower bed are kind of within those walls there. There we go. That looks so pretty. Okay, let me go ahead and grab the eraser. I'm going to make it very small. And I'm going to just push this back here as best as I can. Because I don't want it to intervene with the pathways or anything like that. Just push them inside the barrier. Just like so. Just that way these bushes aren't really taking over the entire path. Because people gotta walk. People gotta walk on these paths, you know? People who live in this little town gotta walk on these paths, and they don't want overgrown pathways, you know? There we go. Perfect. That looks pretty good. That looks fantastic. I think this here... Yeah, let me push this back a little bit more. There we go. That's good enough. Just like that. That looks so pretty. This is a gorgeous courthouse. Very fancy courthouse. Definitely fits more of the style that's going on around here. And this place is pretty big. It's huge. And then the staircase for here with the path, I think for this we'll also make this the entire staircase. There you go. And that's okay if that sits up a little bit. I'm okay with that. Well, let me fix that slightly. Because I want those stairs to be on the corner exactly. Well, maybe if it looks better than this, you know. Just if I shrink the path slightly. There we go. Like that. And then over here too. There we go. That's beautiful. Alright, so the last thing I want to do... I might keep... Well, let's see here. If I color the window frames... Yeah, we'll give them a lighter wood as well. It makes sense. The doors, I think I'll keep the same. I'll keep them slightly darker wood. I think that just looks good overall with them. But after we put the windows, or color the windows, the lighter wood, then we'll go through and put the lights down. There we go. Just like that. I mean, I could have put windows on the towers here, but it just wouldn't make sense. I think I just want to keep them plain. Alright, let's put in, oh, flags too. We could definitely use some flags here. We'll put them all around here. Oops. Just like that. And the color, let's see. We'll go with purple. The dark, or that's like a violet, I guess, which I like violet. Violet and purple, those are two of my favorite colors. Now, what kind of, let's see, the moon. Yeah, you know what, we'll go with the moon. I like the moon. There we go. All those flags are the moon. Nice. I could have had a flag on this, on the town hall, but it's alright. Alright, so the last thing is putting in the lights. So we obviously have pathing lights that we gotta put down. And I'll flip them around once I have enough here. So you move it there. This one will be on this side. Go in here. This one faces the corner. That goes there. I'll go here. There we go. And then I think the brightness, I'm gonna make it really bright. For all of them that's on the path, because I like the bright lights on there. And then for the lights that are gonna be at the front, you know what? I can keep them bright as well. I think that'd be fine. Go one by the door each, 2 by the front door, 1 by the side doors, and then in the back, we'll have 1 here, 1 over here, and then probably 2 right here. There we go. Now I can see what that looks like at night. Okay, that's not too bad. If I dim these slightly... Okay, that's better. This I like a lot. Yeah. Those bright lights there because it covers the whole entire walkway there. That's beautiful. Oh, this looks so good at night. I love this. That is gorgeous. Alright, let's go into first person mode while at night. What's this mode? I haven't seen this mode. Oh, this is top-down view of the whole thing. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, but let's go down into ground view. And this build, I mean, this build didn't take too long. I mean, with the design that it had, I kind of already had in mind the way that I wanted to build this. With some slight changes here, but I love it. It looks so pretty. Because you see the front entrance here. You go up here, you get the front door, you get some side doors here. Oh, it's beautiful. Like, I think these side doors could be where the courtrooms are. And then if we go around the sides here, we got the lovely garden that's surrounding this building. And then we have the back, which comes with some other doors here. Beautiful, beautiful doors. And it's just towering over you. It's so beautiful. I love the corner towers. The corner towers are just really nice. I love it. And then next door is like where the neighborhood is, which we're going to be making more homes and whatnot around here. But I really do think that this build turned out beautiful. I mean, I say that with all kinds of builds that I do, but I mean, this is another one that I think I really outdid myself with. There could have been some slight changes to the front that I could have done instead of making it just like this shape. I had a couple other ideas where on the corners, or at least the faces that are here, on the second floor, I could have brought them out a little bit more with some more square walls, but I think, you know, the less is more, I think. I think this just works out quite well. I love those big windows, they're beautiful. But I think that's going to be it for this tiny Glade video. So if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well, because it lets me know that you guys enjoy the content on the channel and would like to see more. I'd also like to give a shout out to all of my channel members whose names I put up on the screen right now. If you are interested in seeing exclusive content on the channel or using exclusive emotes during live streams, be sure to hit the join button down below and become a Savvy Superstar or Specialist today. I've been Savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys! See you later.